Hi, my name's Dr. Clark Gibson. I'm the Director of Education at the Nash, and this is Natalie Gallatin, our lead intern. And today we're here to work on the blues in the key of F. This is for the all state auditions for Arizona, and we hope that this helps. Thank you. All right, so for this example, we're going to play the changes of Billie's bounce, or at least similar changes to Billie's bounce. And first, I think we're just going to go through one chorus of it. One, two, one, two, three. All right, so to get to where you can play changes that well, you might want to back it up a little bit. You want to work on each chord. So the first chord of the tune is F7. Dominant chords in the blues are very important. They play a dual role as a tonic and a dominant, kind of depending on where they are. The first one, so the way I would practice this is I would take each chord and we'd play 1, 3, 5, 7 of each chord. So go. And then I would improvise with just those four notes and nothing else. Then I would start adding what we call extensions, because the first four notes are called chord tones. But if you keep going in thirds, you'll get to the other scale tones, and the first one is going to be your 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And you really want to get that 9 in your ears and use it in your melodies. So improvise with those 5 notes. Now, if we keep going up in thirds, we'll reach our next extension, which is called the 11. Great, and then we'll improvise and focus on that 11. And you'll notice the 11 can sound like a wrong note on a dominant chord because it's a half step above the third, especially here when it's like that. So it doesn't mean you can't use it. It just means you have to know how to use it. In other words, you have to hear it in your melodies first, like, right? And a lot of times if you stay on it, you can. If that's what you're hearing and that's what you're feeling, you can stay on it, but beware. The next extension going up is going to be the 13. So now we have the full scale in thirds. That's a beautiful note. It really can add a lot of color to your solos. So let's improvise and focus on that 13. And you'll want to go through the whole tune, all of the chords in that way, to really master each chord before you start putting the chords together. Then you can start putting the chords together, and you want to memorize this progression. So, in other words, you want to go through this progression after you've got used to all the chords. Then you want to play 1, 3, 5, 7 of every chord in time. And hopefully, with the play along you're using, you can do it with the play along. It'll sound something like this. A little 2, 5 here. turn around. And I apologize, piano's not my first instrument, but I get by sometimes. So, and then you want to do them backwards. You want to go 7-5-3-1. Through the whole thing. And then I like to do one going up, one going down. And then down. And then the opposite of that, which is 7-5-3-1. Once you've done all that work and you've focused on each chord individually, you focused on you focused to where you can play 1-3-5-7 with the play along and with the recording with Charlie Parker. Only then are you really ready to improvise over this tune. And then there's a lot of other work that needs to be done as well. Like you want to take every chord and play through them rubato. So now Natalie and I will go through the whole progression, but we'll just go rubato on each chord, no time. Little 2-5 here. Yeah, and then you want to slowly put it together. So, then practice. I know there's all sorts of technology out there that I don't know about, but there's YouTube. You can slow stuff down, and there's some kind of amazing slow down thing I've heard about somewhere. And you can put it at a tempo like this and play through the whole chorus like this. 1, 2, 3. So I hope that helps today. There's lots more you can do with the blues. There's many other ways to practice it. It's a very deep subject that goes for a long time. Other than doing the hard work in the practice room, you really should be listening to as many examples of the blues as you can. If you're playing Billie's Bounce for Allstate, make sure you know Charlie Parker's recording of Billie Bounce. If you play trumpet, make sure you check out Clifford Brown and Freddie Hubbard, and trombone, check out J.J. Johnson and a lot of different people. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped. And if you have any questions about the blues and furthering your development in that, feel free to reach out to me at clark.gibson@thenash.org, and I look forward to hearing you.